Hi, it's robinsharma. Well, I promised you a third video, and this video is really where I pull it all together, and it's called 8 Steps to Winning in the New Year. And I want to give you 8 simple ideas. And I know you might have heard them before, but please remember, success is really, really simple. It's not about anything you don't already know. Success is all about executing flawlessly on the things you already know. So it's not the ideas that are important, it's the execution on the simple ideas that I'll share with you that really will allow you to change the game over the 12 months that are coming in this new year. So as you've heard me say before, ideation without execution amounts to delusion. If you look at the best in business, the best in life, they all have one thing in common. They have a bias towards action. And they strip away the noise and they strip away the distractions that occupy most people in this age of dramatic distraction, where on an average day, the average person, according to the data, is spending 2.1 hours in distraction. The absolute best of the best, the top 5%ers, all have one thing in common. They have a bias towards focusing on doing a few things really, really well. Make this the year that you strip away the noise of your life. Make this the year you strip away the distractions and you focus on maybe 5 key goals this year that you want to execute on, like Picasso painted, like Bono sings, like Buffett does his work, like the best of the best work their craft. Okay, let me get right into these 8 steps. I'm going to go through them fairly quickly. Just remember, the key is getting these done. The key is the execution. Don't just do it now for a little while because you're excited about this video and because it's the beginning of the new year. Follow through on these 8 ideas. Consistency, because consistency is the mother of mastery. It's all about the execution. I'll say it again. It's all about the execution on the things you already know and getting your most important goals done. I sent this on, I posted on Facebook a little while ago, which is victims are interested in entertainment. Leaders are interested in education. And so these 8 ideas will really educate you and remind you about the things that are most important to making this new year your absolute best year yet. Without further ado, number 1, hug your monsters. It's so important to remember this. If you want to get your fear back, then do the things that you're afraid to do. In other words, the 3 things you're most afraid to do, the 3 things you're most resisting, are the 3 things you must do first. So that conversation, that difficult conversation you're afraid to have, or that project at work that you're too frightened to accept, or that person you're not forgiving, or that thing that you know that if you did it would amp up your game in the new year, in this new year, that you're too scared to do that thing first. In other words, hug your monsters. Because a lot of people say, Robin, how do I get more powerful? How do I become more confident? How do I become a force of nature and do my dreams? Well, everything that you fear, you've given your power to. So when you do the thing you fear, you take your power back. So it's really important right now, start to methodically and consistently do the things you've been resisting. Even if it's that new book you want to write, or again, that new project at work. Don't wait until you feel inspired and strong to do those things. Do those things now, because by doing those things, you will get the strength and you will get the energy. Number 2, please remember this line as you go through the next 12 months. Disrupt or be disruptive, or be disrupted. So victims are afraid of change. Leaders are inspired by change. Either you disrupt the way you've been working or your competition will. Either you disrupt the way you've been thinking last year, or someone will do the disrupting for you. Do you want to be a victim, or do you want to be a leader and do the disrupting yourself? I guess what I'm suggesting to you is most of us live within this comfort zone. And the greatest seduction of life is that if we stay in this comfort zone, we'll be safe. But here's the thing. Being in the comfort zone is the least safe and secure place you can be. Now, when you move out of that comfort zone over the coming 12 months and starting now, so you start thinking new thoughts, taking more risks, trying new ideas, learning, having new conversations, you're going to feel discomfort because you're leaving the comfort zone and you're going out into the safe harbor of the unknown. You're thinking new thoughts, you're in foreign territory, you're installing and trying new behaviors, of course, it's going to feel strange. It's like the butterfly, like the caterpillar going through the metamorphosis and becoming a butterfly. But through that in-between transition process, it's very messy and disruptive. Nothing is wrong. It's actually very, very good. Change is messiest in the middle, as I wrote in my book, The Leader Who Had No Title. Number 3, simple tactic, very, very powerful to win in the new year, in this new year. So it's your best year yet. Spend 60 minutes on personal development. See, the doorway to success does not open outward. The doorway to success opens inward. You will never build a bigger life than the quality and the bigness of your thinking. You will never be able to seize opportunities in your work if inside you feel very small and you're full of insecurity. So the great work to be done to have a great life begins with thinking new thoughts, with moving through your fears, with releasing your insecurities and building your character. And how do you do that? Well, you know how you do it. You read books that start to rub off on you. You spend time in silence, visualizing the person you want to become and the things you want to have and the things you want to do. You take long walks where you challenge your most closely cherished assumptions about what you can do and who you want to be. You ask yourself some big questions that you journal on, like, who am I? What are my greatest values? What 5 things must I achieve before I die for me to feel I've lived an exceptional life? Who am I becoming? What did I do last year that did not work, that I promised myself I will not do again? The point I'm trying to make is 60 minutes every day from 5 to 6 while the rest of the world is asleep, working on your inner life by journaling and by writing in your journal gratitude and by working out and reading the books and doing the inner work that will make you a bigger person, because ultimately life is a mirror. We get from life not what we want, we get from life who we are. Number 4. Sounds really obvious. This will change the game for you. Set goals daily. So in that 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock morning protocol, that holy hour that I wrote about in my book, The Greatness Guide, give yourself those 60 minutes, and part of what you do in those 60 minutes, write daily goals. I call it my daily 5. Ask yourself a simple question. This is a great tactic. It'll change the game for you. Ask yourself this question every morning. What 5 things must I do today for this to be a valuable day? It's 5 simple things. Maybe I'll go for a run. I will build a relationship at work. I will innovate and iterate a little bit in my work. I will have a family meal with my family when I get home. And before I go to sleep, rather than watching TV, I will write in my journal, ask myself, what was good about this day? So I wake up in the morning feeling really inspired. But just remember, it's very powerful to set little goals every day. If you were to set 5 little goals every day, after 30 days, that's 150 little acts of excellence and achievement. At the end of 1 year, that's 2,000 little acts of achievement, roughly 2,000 at the end of this new year. This cannot help but be your absolute best year yet. A few final ideas. Number 5, less technology, more humanity. We become happier, we become better at work through relationships. We live in an interesting world. We've forgotten how to be human. We have tons of technology, but we've forgotten about humanity. We've forgotten about please and thank you. We've forgotten about how to relate to other people. We forgot about the power of listening. I'm just suggesting to you to make this new year absolutely awesome. Remember that it's all about relationships. And in many ways in your personal life, it's all about family. Don't be so busy chasing the mountaintop of success that you end up there alone. A few final ideas. Get super fit. It's the new year. This is a great time to hire a personal trainer. I always remember what Warren Buffett taught me. Focus on value versus cost. You might say, Robin, it costs $50 or $75 or whatever your currency is in the country you live in around the world to get a personal trainer. You cannot put a price tag on staying healthy. Or put it this way, disease is more costly than hiring a trainer. And it comes to your personal development as well. Whether it's a coach, whether it's a book, whether it's an audiobook, whether it's a program, just remember to focus on value versus cost. When I work with the most successful entrepreneurs in the world, they don't worry about the cost, they worry about the value. They think about the return on investment. They say, wow, there's a book out there. They don't go, it's a $20 book. They say, if I read that book and get 3 ideas that makes another few $1,000,000 for my business, there is an awesome return on investment from that book or from that program or from that conversation. A lot of great business people take extended vacations. A lot of people, ordinary people, say, well, a vacation is too expensive. The best entrepreneurs understand they get their game-changing insights not at the office, but while they're on vacation. Maybe they're in Italy going through the art galleries, feeling inspired. Maybe they're on a beach in Barbados. And because of that peacefulness, their mind drops into a deeper place where they get these insights that they bring back to their business and to their family life that ultimately allow them to step up the game to a whole new level of world class. What I'm suggesting to you on this point, get super fit, hire a trainer, because you will never work out as hard alone as you will with a trainer. Don't worry about the cost. It's an investment. You will become better at your work. You'll make more money. You'll get more promoted. You'll have more fun in life. You'll have more stamina. You'll worry less as we go through these disruptive times. It'll be a great investment. 2 final ideas. Build a circle of genius. In other words, you become your associations. In this new year, make a commitment to get rid of the energy vampires, the people who are not uplifting you, but the people who are draining you. Surround yourself as much as possible. I know it's not a perfect science. There are probably family members who drive you crazy or people at work who bring down your energy, but you have choice as to how much time you can spend with them. Don't be a victim and say, I don't have any choice. You have choice. You maybe are not seeing all the choices that are available to you. Or maybe there's some payoff that you're getting hanging around with those people who do not allow you to fly. Right? Maybe at a deep level, you're sabotaging yourself. You're surrounding yourself with these people who are bringing you down, keeping you negative, modeling discouraging behaviors, because at some level you're scared to fly in this new year. And I'm going to challenge you because I want you to fly in this new year. Get rid of the people in your life, or spend less time with the people who are bringing you down, and start surrounding yourself with the people who nourish you and the people who give you energy and the people who inspire you, because you will be at the income level and the energy level and the inspiration level of the 10 people you spend most of your time with. And the final thing I want to leave you with, in this 3-video series about making this new year your absolute best year yet. No more excuses. That's the final thing I'm going to challenge you with, and the final tactic. Literally develop a mindset and a heart set and get rid of your excuses. Rudyard Kipling said it really well. We all have a million excuses, but not a single reason. The more you recite your excuses, the more you will think they will be true. Please, I just want what's best for you. Make this the year you get rid of your excuses so that you become someone who stands for what's absolute best, okay? So I hope these 3 videos have been valuable with you. Study them, share them, think about them. Go to my Facebook page. Let's continue the conversation and make this your absolute best year yet. I just wish that this is the year you change the game, become the person you've always wanted to be. You stop postponing living, because ultimately life is really, really short. We don't know what tomorrow brings. So make today and this year the best year that you've had to date. Hi, it's robinsharma. Well, I hope you've really got a lot of value out of these 3 videos I've sent you, all around the theme of how to make this new year your absolute best year yet. Victims make excuses, leaders create results. And I'm going to go back to Einstein's definition of insanity. It's doing the same things and expecting different results. And the world needs you to play at your best. And I know, this is a fresh 12 months right in front of you, and you have a great opportunity to actually change the game, to make some new habits, think some new thoughts, and do some things that will make this year the best year you've ever had. So if you look below, you're going to find a resource. It's called Your Absolute Best Year Yet. It's a 4-week online coaching program based on the Inner Circle, which was a program I offered to elite performers from around the world. They paid $12,000 for the 12 months. I'm offering it at a fraction of the cost for a very limited time, 4 weeks of coaching with me, plus 18 bonus teleseminars, all designed to help you make this year your absolute best year yet. Just read the information below, sign up, and I'm sure you'll love it, so we can together make this year the best year you've ever had. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.